For interrupting play, spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to the rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. Hey fans, after the hard work begins, can we do a
Oh, say does that.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Zach Rizachet.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
And MP said he wanted to outplay every player in his rookie class. Easy to say, much harder to do.
We know full well how much hype there was behind MP coming into this league, and he was bold to suggest in public that he wants to be the best in his rookie class. And so far, MP hasn't let us down one bit. He's been electrifying and living up to his word.
And now Dallas' starting group. They've got Klay Thompson. Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Q in at the 3. Here's Q. What a tremendous game he played against Miami. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Q's got 5.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Young. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
Here's Q, following the score by Atlanta. The shot won't fall. Here's Daniels, defended by Thompson. Pass to Rizachet. The 3. Lively grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Okongwu, a screen on Dinwiddie. There's Young with the 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Here's Q. Knocks down the long J. 12 points for him.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Pass to Young. And here's Okongwu, covered by Lively. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Derek Lively.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The throw good. Okongwu. LeVert's checked in for Atlanta. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Making some changes. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Rizachet comes in for Daniels, and it's Mann in for Trae Young. We've got 1:08 left now in the first quarter. Marshall passes to Q. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Capella to the inside. Here's Johnson. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Q can't get it to go.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's the teardrop, and Gafford with the block.
Do not go up soft against Daniel Gafford. He will send it right back at you.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Q. He drops it from range. Q's got 15.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Risacher, coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. There's the 3. Doesn't go that time.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And so it's Dallas in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back.
Bro, see, I'm just.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Clint Capella out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Risacher. And it's LeVert in at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Risacher out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thank you. Good stuff. Here's Q. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Capella. Here's Risacher. And Williams over to help. Now here's Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Now LeVert fires from deep. Nails it from 3. LeVert's got 5 points.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Here's Q. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Q's got 8 here in this quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risacher's future in this league.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
Taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Floats one up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
They dropped both games against this team last season. Just a shellacking they don't want to repeat.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
And Atlanta with possession here after the basket by Dallas. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Can y'all do better than me? I want to see if y'all can. Any of you
A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Nance. Daniels is checked in for Mann. And it's Young in for LeVert. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Marshall. And it's Dinwiddie in for Williams. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here's Q. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Got it. Q's got 32 points.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Floats one. Young misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Q. Knocks it down from distance. Q's got 35.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. The three from Risa Shea, and it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Going inside, and the powerful one-handed slam.
What a find by Spencer Dinwiddie. Defense keys in on him, and he decides to make the nice pass.
Dinwiddie against Young. To the middle. Here's Risa Shea, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
From behind the arc. Rebounded by Daniels. Hawks trail by 21. Down low. Banked it in off the glass. Risa Shea's got 11 points in the quarter.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Here's Q. And it's Dallas scoring again.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Dallas sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Looking at the East, Jalen Brunson.
I like Brunson's basketball intelligence. He's smart with the shots, the passing, the defense. He's playing A+ ball.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Mavericks.
They've been...
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, we've got Anthony Davis. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Q in at the small forward. Now here's Young. No made baskets yet. Fires for 3. Lively grabs a miss. Dallas leading by 23. And out on the wing, Zach Risa Shea has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Young looking over the floor. From downtown, Mavericks with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Count it. Q's got 46.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Risa Shea. Johnson against Davis. Here's Risa Shea. Shot to stop the run. And Atlanta misses again.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Here's Q. kept alive. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has gotten his first points of the night.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Uses the glass on the layup. Young's got his first basket.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's Q. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Three-pointer off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Risache for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Daniels. Johnson passes to Okongwu. And here's Johnson. This one for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, there's some unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Atlanta making some changes here. Man, he's checked in for Daniels, and Karis LeVert is subbed in for Young. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Davis. Marshall, he's checked in for Thompson. And Williams is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Q driving in, and it's good. 2 points. Q's got 48.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Williams against LeVert. Here's the floater, and he takes it up and lays it in. LeVert's got 7 points.
How about Karis LeVert's confidence in the face of defenders to go ahead and power through? Nice.
Here's Q. Misses the 3. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Johnson. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. The Mavericks have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Q. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Boy, this Hawks squad is struggling. Here's LeVert. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
This is a good scorer who's got size and athleticism. Karis LeVert is not going to struggle to throw it down.
Here's Q. And the dunk by Gafford.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
The Hawks have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. The 3 from Risache. He's off on that one.
A donut for him this quarter. They could really use his points to improve their situation.
Lets it go from deep. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Man, the pass to LeVert. Johnson for 3. Fires in the triple. Johnson's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
It's been a blowout thus far, but they're trying to get back into the game.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Their efficiency. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Nope.
Getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Nance. Risache, he's checked in for Mann. And it's Trae Young in for Bufkin. Hawks trail by 16. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Karis LeVert is out there with Trae Young. And it's Risacher in at the 3, small forward. So that's the Hawks 5.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Q. Oh, connects again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And Atlanta with possession here. Pass to Risacher. Takes a 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Q can't get it to go. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 19. Here's Okongwu. Excellent D there from Lively.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Young. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here he goes. Q can't get it to go. Hawks trail by 21. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's LeVert. The shot misses. Nice D from Thompson. Dallas has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Here's Q. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Okongwu, a screen on Thompson. Here's LeVert. Counted. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Mavericks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Q.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Three-pointer. Connects again from distance.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. Young with a screen on Thompson. And here's LeVert for 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Here's Q. The 3 is up. Good! Another from 3.
All game long, the 3s have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets.
I really like that from Young. Hitting that tweener shot, making them guard you all around the floor.
Here's Q. Connects again from distance.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how...
What team are we playing?
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks.
That's right, MP. It can't stop you.
For MP to have a game like that in his rookie year, that's That's a special accomplishment. He can already score with the best of them.
Y'all with that, I'm gonna head off. Make sure you like, subscribe. Peace.